Trey, the God, Fondren. I put that in quotations in the midst, like a middle name.
Yeah,
Yes. Sonic
quotes.
the Hedgehog. Trey, the God, Fondren. He was like, I just thought this was all an act at first, dude. And I was like, and now you know I'm just like this. He's like, yeah. Anyway, want to get signed?
Yeah, no, he's just like that, for sure.
Man, I really respect it. But Ados is on stream. I can't believe it's been winners, unranked.
I'm so happy to see Ados carrying on the tradition of DFW unranked being absolutely broken. And honestly, his Terry is playing ridiculously nice today. We saw him earlier take out Davey, one of the top seeds of the event, in a nail-biter Game 3 set. And now going up against Yonni, one of Texas's best, no doubt. And Yonni, right off the bat, missing a conversion, wanted to land on top of that block so that he could continue to up-tilt, get the big damage. But Ados not one to drop that kind of opportunity.
Yeah, when you think about Yonni, you think about him being the most technically adept Steve, like the one that doesn't drop anything. So seeing the set start like that is a little jarring.
The one thing that I associate Yonni with for sure is the big damage. I talked about the video that I did for PG Stats earlier, but we were talking about how, like, Jake doesn't really do a lot of those big combos, and that wasn't, like, the reason that he did really well at Glitch.
Right.
Yonni's, like, the polar opposite. He is defined by the combos. If you follow his Twitter, he's not only defined by the combos, he's also known for his great camera work and great SDI.
And general social presence.
Yeah, he's a in social presence, he's a large man.
Ooh, speaking of large men, I'm talking about large conversions.
Terry Bogard is a large man.
Biggest man. He takes the Buster out of Buster Wolf. He is only the Wolf, and he is on the hunt this bracket. He is in winners still, despite being unranked and unrivaled. It's kind of blowing my mind.
I will agree to that Ados has been playing anything unlike a Buster, but Yonni, the same, like you said, consistent with the conversions, does get the first stock, and, might as well be evened up, because against a heavy character like Terry, you can bet that you're going to see, well, let's see here, 70 over-under on 65.
All right, 61, 68,
yeah, 70,
76%.
That's the Yonni classic. Touch somebody, do 70%.
Oh my god. Like, you've been seeing it from, like, Kazuya players, and then you see it from the Kazuya/Steve players, and now you're seeing it from the Raw Steve players.
Yeah.
Every inch of this spectrum is covered.
But on the other end, Terry can do some very similarly scary damage output, but the grab from the fishing
pole.
Not from
the anvil. Okay. Ooh, the way he navigated that was extremely smart.
Yeah, interesting that Yonni set up that whole trap, presumably to try to get Ados to cover high, and then didn't do anything to cover the high recovery.
Yeah, I think
will get the mash out of the minecart, though.
Oh, yeah, certainly so. That is extremely important in this matchup. But I think he just, like, trusted the TNT at that point. He's like, he might just get blown up. Maybe I should just let this happen.
I mean, either way, you're basically playing a 50-50 game. Uh-oh.
Oh, goodness, the
there
wall. He said, get off of me.
He tried to down air, did not have any iron, so no anvil appeared.
Understandable.
He reached into his pockets and found nothing.
Yo, it's already been used on Wile E. Coyote and Looney Tunes. We used that today.
Acme came up short. There's an anvil shortage.
No.
Much like chicken.
All right, so 77% is something to sneeze at, but if you get him over 100, that's when things get really scary. And you don't have Diamond on lock right now, and your resources are running pretty darn low. Ados is pressuring him.
Which is something that Yonni has been doing a very good job of so far this game, is having a lot of resources on tap. Got the gold and the diamond pretty early, and now taking this opportunity, not to set up any crazy ledge guards, but to mine, to get those resources. Burned a lot of it on the TNT. And now, like you said, anybody's game.
Oh, if you got that Buster Wolf, it was over. At the edge of the stage like that, gracious gumballs.
Can't bet a character like Steve would be gone to that great forward tilt.
Oh, no!
I'm
what
not
a way
okay.
to go. He is not okay, folks. He said, are you up? Hold on, I need a moment. That kind of, yeah.
Okay. Power 3!
Terry, you all right? Terry, everything okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Excuse me?
Rising tackle.
Rising tackle.
You just imagine, like,
Buster Wolf.
He just gets, like, knocked senseless, and it's like, oh my god, dude, and he's just speaking, like, perfectly,
just
like,
wakes
normal
up,
English.
like Savant Syndrome style. Like
he wakes up, he's got amnesia, and he's just like, crack shoot.
I feel uncomfortable.
Rising tackle.
God, why does English sound so much better than English? For moves, at least.
It just works for Terry. He's
so
too anime for it not to be that way.
That's
but
a fact.
Speaking of anime, it's Northern Cave for Game 2, which is certainly a stage that Ados has expressed his enjoyment for.
Oh,
this
I don't doubt it.
Stage for
what
Terry.
does Buster Wolf kill out on this stage? I can't imagine.
It doesn't have to be red percents, I don't think.
Oh, dear.
That's my thought process, because the blast zone's pretty close to the side of the stage, and Terry's also pretty good at covering these platforms as well.
Yo, yeah, for real though, those platforms are in a good placement for him. Like, I feel like he covers the ledge and any escape options out there extremely well.
You do something like a forward tilt and maybe they're DIing up. I could see you getting like a burning knuckle on the platform or something.
Getting burning knuckles in general on this stage is devastatingly effective.
Oh, speaking of devastatingly effective.
So that forward air.
That has so far been, I think, the biggest sticking point for Autos so far is that command grab scoop on the minecart. I think he's gotten lost like 2 or 3 stocks to it already.
I feel like that's everybody's weakness against Steve, right?
It's hard to get around it, but it is the most important thing. Because I feel like when I was watching people play against like Jake at Glitch Infinite, I didn't see as much of that.
Yeah.
There's like really hard focus on avoiding that. You just got your leg amputated by that forward smash.
You put it out there, and he said, "Why, thank you, sir." Cut it like butter on a plate.
See, if he still had both of his legs, that rising tackle would have killed.
Oh, of course, yes. But when you're one leg down, you're not okay.
No. Oh, and the gold tool combos. I love watching Yonni drift back with that combo, but
what did he kill him with?
That was the power dunk.
All right, fair
Hard
enough.
power dunk.
No, yeah. I just love how, like, in the middle of, like, this insanely long combo, I hear, like, Semifinals! It fits, like, a little too well.
Yeah. And boy, it certainly feels that way when you go up against Steve with diamond tools.
That's the only track that's playing in my head every time I fight a Steve. In DFW, at least.
In this region, you better be prepared for the Steves to mess you up. Because look at the way that this game is going. Yonni, when he gets those resources going, you are at such a major disadvantage. And Yonni pulling a great Game 2 win. 2 stock, nearly a JV3.
Yeah, it's looking much uglier than the first game, which was rather competitive, actually. Might have been the stage pick, might have just been the adaptation on Yonni's part, might have been a flub on Eidos. You know, there's a lot of factors that go into this.
Yeah, I feel like Yonni's just getting a lot more used to that threat zone that you have to play around against Terry, and definitely also getting used to the way that Autos is playing around, say, the blocks.
Yes, the way he navigates blocks, like it becomes telegraphed over time.
Or at the very least, you can get some reads.
Yeah, exactly. In the first game, we saw a few reads fail and a few conversions fail, actually. So it all came down to him cleaning up.
Yeah,
now he has a monopoly on the
diamond
trade. Jeez.
For sure.
Squeaky.
I feel like if Autos wants to start this comeback, the biggest thing to do is to stop Yonni's production of resources. Because he has had some access to resources.
Yeah, that was what we saw in the first game. Like, he had almost no resources at all because of the pressure being so constant. And at that point, you can't make blocks either to block him, so the pressure only gets worse.
Yeah. The biggest thing that you have to try to do as Autos is to try to keep things center stage. Very hard to do against Steve, who says, I will play wherever I please, and 94%. Again, this is just what we've come to expect from Yonni.
And Yonni's like, Steve in general is just like, I will make even more stage to play on. It's as simple as that.
Oh, big mining. You mine so fast when you do this setup, by the way. Look at how much resources he's getting so quickly.
Oh my goodness.
And what do you do?
What do you do? What do you do as Terry?
Like, I feel like you have to run up and try and do like down tilt or something because you can't let Steve get free resources.
You might just run your, like, lose another leg to the up smash at that point.
Ooh.
Kick a volcano.
I love that recovery, though, from Autos, getting around the TNT. Really, really good in this. Not going to be the stock. Great STI by Yonni.
Yeah. Like, if there's anything that he has not fallen prey to, it's the TNT. None of those setups have touched Eidos yet. Ooh, okay.
Crack shoot over him, back to center stage. Love that for him, but Yonni ready for him to try to avoid that minecart.
That wasn't a diamond, I'll tell you that. Oh, but the minecart not ready that time. How ready can you be?
What's a diamond to a powered rail minecart? Was he like, it looked like he was stuck in the blocks for a second.
A little bit, yeah.
Ooh, oh, the dragon up tilt, but Yonni wasn't able to convert anything off of it because of the awkward positioning. And now without go mode, Autos has to feel the pressure a little bit. Forward throw. I thought he might go for like down throw into the rising tackle or something.
Yeah, but for sure, like the conversions out of like a down tilter and a jab or that. Okay, like it's like if you don't have go, there's still plenty of options once they get past 100. Like power knuckle alone, like that move was like it already feels like a go move.
Ooh. And getting some damage with the jab power dunk. Diamond back in hand for Yonni. No gold as of yet. And Autos trying to put on the pressure with the power waves.
It really broke the minecart while he was still in it.
He must have done like the EX. Like
yes, the special
wave,
input.
Yeah.
Let's not forget
because you can
the
see how
waves.
big it is. It's not normally that big.
You're right, it's true.
Ooh, good forward. Forward is such a good poke for Terry.
If he had gotten that forward tilt, if he wasn't shielding at that precise moment, I think that was a Buster Wolf.
Ooh.
Oh, the delay, the mix-up on the recovery.
And doing the neutral B to the outside blast zone, too, to make sure that he didn't extend his hurt box to get hit by the anvil. Now,
So smart, the B reverses. And he got him out of the minecart that simply. The positioning's perfect. It's Buster Wolf time.
Ooh, you are not okay. Yonni, no diamond at the moment. Does have some iron because you get granted some when you respawn.
Yes,
and
yes.
now plenty of resources. But yeah, Autos is happy now that he's got the lead to just stick center stage, throw those hard power waves. But Yonni does fight back for some of that stage control himself. We are on last stock.
The waves of power go on both sides.
The tides are turning.
Sometimes all you need is a simple single block to keep them away from you for just a moment longer.
Get some extra mining done, and look.
And here we are.
Yanni's going to go right back for it, and it's so tough to challenge. He's got diamond now again because you're mining so quickly. Here's Autos just trying to get that big damage before Yonni can do it himself, but
And
67 and more control.
Oh my goodness. Okay, but that's okay. Excellent conversion, 90%. We're getting towards those percents that he's going to get a burning knuckle, and that'll be curtains for this game. The tag, of course. Who would miss it?
I honestly, if I were Yonni, I would have. Well, it's risky to not tech. I was about to say maybe you don't tech there, but it's risky because you might go off the bottom of it.
Absolutely.
If you DI that wrong.
You have to be DIing that extremely hard. Okay, this is basic. Oh my god, we're so even right now.
Yonni is
Autos'
hunting right now. Oh! Buster Wolf! You are not okay.
I'm okay now, just barely. Clinging to dear life. Don't pull the plug just yet.
Terry's like all scratched up. He's like bleeding, organs falling out. He's like, I'm okay.
It's like, what happened, Terry? I got busted by a wolf.
That victory scream, you're just like, okay. He like throws that and he goes like, okay.
On his knees. 3 packs a day, Terry. The way he's smoking people, yeah, that's fitting.
Yeah, Autos has been smoking. Dude, I like that.
Man, oh my gosh.
Gift to Gab right here with none other than Big Pink.
The charisma stat got an extra roll this time. All right. Oh, look at the little hover we have on Simon here.
Oh, it'll never happen.
That would blow my mind.
We've already seen one person get demolished by a Simon on screen today. We don't need to see it twice.
No, thank you. Okay.
I should know. I was the one.
Seeing it twice, like in a tournament, a single tournament, is like enough. Even a week.
Well, it's not a single match that Autos has to take to win the set. He's got to win 2 games in a row on Yonni's counter pick, and Yonni seems to be loving himself some Northern Cave. You get consistent stone mining, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Which, of course, gives you pretty consistent iron, and obviously the stone walls are very strong. And not only that, his ability to camp on these side platforms is extremely helpful to Steve's game plan.
Oh, incredibly so. And like Yonni already saw it in demonstration. Like he said, this stage did me extremely well in game 2. If I wasn't sure before, I'm absolutely certain now. Oh my goodness, burning knuckle. This is why Eidos likes this stage.
Yes, it's risky to take Terry here, however much he may like it as Steve, because that stuff can kill. Oh my goodness, 126.
I sworn that would have been a burning knuckle, but you know, it probably would have been too stale.
And there we go.
All right, the mining continues. Honestly, I can really respect the fact that Eidos refuses to challenge that. He's like, okay, he got into position, and now that's my fault.
But the thing is, obviously, that you're giving Steve a lot of resources. Like I said last time, it's a risky thing to let him build up that kind of momentum. But I guess when you've got a lead, it's not as terrifying a prospect. Yonni misses forward air for sure.
It's terrifying a prospect. Well, meet the prospector.
Woo, and meet your doom. Jab, jab. Rising tackle.
Rising tackle.
Rising tackle.
Like Hank Hill rising tackle. Dear God.
What in the rising tackle?
And the go meter's online, but at 0%, you can't imagine it would be doing too much. But the damage is insane.
You know, I would say you're wrong, but you're right in this case. It doesn't do too much because Yonni's able to fire back with the diamond forward smash. Got the Tetramino rocket as well.
They have Smash maybe patented by Jake at this point, but Yonni can make good use regardless. 84%. Eidos is looking like a whole new man after that game, too.
He is getting much more comfortable playing around Yonni's burst range. Like, he's not getting hit as hard by things like minecart. You know, obviously, if it was straight 5, it'd be more. Never mind.
Gracious.
Don't even let me talk about anybody other than Autos right now. He's got the stock lead. Yonni has diamond tools, but does not have a lot of resources. Autos is on fire.
You have diamond tools, but you have no options against this man. My gosh. The spike may not be burning knuckle, but those knuckles are on fire.
Ooh, highlighter. Well, that is one thing that I was alluding to earlier.
What?
Nice
What
recovery by Autos, though. Yonni just swinging, trying to take out the stock before he gets in danger. Does find it. 78% is a disgusting time to take percent.
Yeah, it fits for Northern Cave for sure. But I'm like, wow, that's a large forward smash. It's not a large sword, but it sure does have a reach.
And Yonni, I guess, was trying to mine for a diamond right there. I was afraid that Autos would just let him have it, but Yonni does already have the diamond in hand, in the tools.
Oh, and the power knuckle. Excellent. Oh, and another power knuckle that makes him up, Andy. Oh my goodness, he just wasn't ready.
He was not ready.
He had never gone off stage before.
He hadn't done that once.
This was the one. He said, this is the moment. This is how I get to game 5, and so it is. 2-on-2 right now.
When you have a good read lined up, when you have your conditioning set for a match, only let it rip when it matters, and Autos certainly found the right moment to do that.
Precisely.
And has answered 2 Yonni wins with 2 of his own in a row.
Honestly, I didn't have faith. I was like, this is looking ugly, because after game 1, you're like, okay, that was pretty competitive. Game 2 was a wash. And then on the same stage.
And game 3 was pretty close, right? And game 4 was close as well. But Autos is definitely working with some momentum. I mean, it feels like he's much more comfortable fighting against Steve. And I don't think it can be understated how important it is that he got the lead very early on in that game 2.
Oh, yeah.
Or in game 4.
He may be in rehab for the smoking, but right now it's looking like the treatment is working. He has hit a full stride in this track run. Gracious. Gumballs. Like, okay, so the game begins. Obviously, Eidos is taking an early lead with 44%. And I like the fact that Eidos is so patient whenever Yonni does get into that situation at led, right? Like, when he's like starting to mine those resources, but Eidos says you're going to have to come back and you're going to have to minecart. And I've proven that I know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
So, but where did it get 81?
It's a tactic that only works if you have a lead as a Terry, because otherwise Steve can just kind of mine infinite resources. But this is Yonni getting out to the percent lead. Does not mean he'll get that first stock because, again, we've covered it quite a bit. If Terry gets to that 100% and he gets that go mode active, anybody's guess who takes the first stock. And now, I mean, go mode or not, might be Autos.
This is an advantageous position, but listen, like, seeing how he escaped from that the power knuckle, like, I'm just blown away because it does seem essential for Steve's kit, because his vertical or his aerial mobility is so, like, not there. That SDI almost seems essential.
I love what Autos is trying to do, but
it's not
going to work. Yeah, so Yanni's just going to mine forever. I think he's got 2 diamonds on deck now, so for the rest of the... Yeah.
He's got the diamond patent. There's a reason these things are so expensive.
Something, by the way, that Autos does, you might not notice this, but he's destroying the crafting table when Yonni goes off to mine like that, because if he has the block and the crafting table spawns out there, Yonni can't mine anymore.
Yes.
Oh my god! Forget what I'm talking about, though. Autos has a lead. That is huge for him.
Yonni's just like racking his brain for all these crafting recipes, and Terry's only thinking one thing.
Autos didn't react to the forward smash, and then he got too excited to try to get in and punish the second one, or the up smash rather. So we're even. In fact, I would say rather Yonni favored even without this combo because he's got the diamonds. But
by the time you were in the midst of the sentence, he got the first hit. You're like, okay, so it's not even anymore.
That's how Steve goes.
But inevitably.
That's just how Steve works.
Certainly. So.
Welcome to Smash Ultimate.
Enderman is going to end your many. Right. Oh,
Autos doing 3 of those power dunks, and I don't know if both of those were supposed to go towards Yonni, and that was like him doing the hard input and messing up the direction. But either way, go mode active, but Yonni with the lead, and if Yonni can take this stock, he is set up extremely well for the end of the game.
It's certainly so, and if we're talking about Game 5, it is go time. This is the time to win or the time to lose. Ooh,
Autos drifting into the corner, very scary for Terry, and that's what I was talking about. Yeah, he's missed that a couple times. Not the way you want to see that happen to put you on to last stock. Pressure is on for Autos.
Yeah, especially because Yonni's being so like aggressive all of a sudden and pushing this advantage as much as he can.
Well, I think he knows that after that, you would normally be uncomfortable, but not if you're Autos. We're last stock. Game 5 once again in winners semifinals.
5 out of 5 set, 5 out of 5 games, but Yonni's really making a case for the end here.
Damage.
Oh my goodness.
Not dead yet, but that was exactly enough after the magnifying glass to put Autos in go mode.
125. Oh my god!
Ooh! The frame data! Yonni with the double forward smash. Gold tools come in. Oof. Big for him.
That was 24K. Caught in 24K, sir. Good night. That was an incredible display. Like the last stock, the entire game was so competitive despite an SD, and then all of a sudden, Yonni just deals 125% and seals it with a forward smash? Wow, that's that top player mentality.
The fact that he did that by just leveraging that maybe Autos wasn't aware that he had gold sword and that he had that kind of frame data and said, look, I can swing this way, and then I can swing this way, and I can do it much faster than you're anticipating, and go mode never became